there's a couple things that I'd like to get into this last part of the show, and one of them is appraisals and how that all works, because that's something that has kind of gone through the ringer as we've been going through this little challenge and all that kind of stuff. And appraisers are, why don't we go through what an appraisal is just to begin with?
Well, an appraisal is basically an unbiased opinion on what the property's value and condition is. Mm-hmm. So in a buyer's eyes, they would be concerned that they're buying a property that has a market value for what they're paying for it. As well as in a lender's eyes, it's there to protect the lender's collateral in the loan, or security in the loan. So it's very, very important. It's actually a key to getting the loans closed smoothly. And then the appraiser will go out and typically find 3 or 4 comparable homes in the market area that's sold inside the last 3 to 6 months and compare what the sales prices are and the current amenities of the property and come up with basically a value on this property. So to get an appraisal at the market value, they have to have several other sales in the neighborhood to support that value. In a lender's eyes, the value of the property is the lower of the two, the purchase price or the appraised value. So they're going to base their lending, basically called loan to value, meaning the loan amount versus what the value of the property is based on the lower of the two. So if the appraisal comes in lower than the purchase price, then they're going to be borrowing, say they're putting 5% down, they're going to borrow 95% of the appraised value, not the purchase price. If the appraisal comes in higher, then they're going to go by the purchase price. We're
going to shift gears a little bit here and talk about loans for investment and vacation home and second homes and that kind of thing, because I think that in this area especially, and there's a lot of people out there that are in the position that they'd like to have investment property or that they'd like to have a second home. So they're 2 totally different categories, correct?
They are definitely 2 different categories of loans. To buy as a set, now both of these need to go on the conventional side. I know we were talking about FHA and VA and USDA. Just so everybody knows, USDA, VA, and FHA is owner-occupied properties only, so you have to occupy the residence personally. So we would need to go with what we call a conventional loan or a portfolio loan to offer financing to second home buyers and investors.
And so if you were buying it as a second home and it was truly your second home, it's only you and your family, is what's considered a second home?
A second home is basically a property that you're going to occupy, and your intention is not to gain by having renters in the property or to make income off the property. And the reason they classify them is the pricing and the rate pricing is a little bit different on a second home versus an investment property. Second home is basically on the same category in rate pricing as a primary residence. So you're going to get the market rate, whatever it is, at the time that you buy. The other thing is they consider second homes not quite as a riskier investment on the mortgage side. So they're going to allow you to buy a second home with as little as 10% down. Now, if you're going to take it as an investment property, you're going to have to put 15 to 25% down. Typically, your interest rate's going to be a little bit higher, maybe a quarter, half a point higher than the current market rate on a primary residence. So yeah, but either way, both are options available out there now, and we do them every day.